I'm gonna try to keep this a 10-minute video. First of all, Global Megacorp is gonna be in Ireland, and that is because they have a 4% tax rate on companies, and you can start a company there even if you're not a citizen. And that is our gift to Ireland. Global Megacorp is centered there. We're two dynamic companies. So different businesses that Global Megacorp has dominion over or whatever, or incorporated into Global Megacorp. They are all, even if they do basically the same thing, they should be run a little differently. They should do things a little differently for each of them. In this way, or even big differences, in this way, inefficiencies and efficiencies can be found between the differences. So we could have like a bunch of companies for that. And then streamers will be paid in bonuses. So like if your companies as a streamer are good, you will get paid in bonuses. You won't have a salary. You will get a bonus as a CEO. Then like the actual workers will get paid for what work they do, of course, as I said before. Here's a company, a furniture company. Theoretically, wooden pieces could be put together without screws. And in this way, you could take apart and put together furniture as custom as you wanted. Now, this could include upholstery. If you have like, if it's connected to a wooden segment that you can stick the wooden segment into, then you have the upholstered part connected now. And so all you would need is just grooves or something for the upholstery or like shelving attaching or like support segments for the various wooden pieces. And maybe you can make something like this. Pretty cool or something like that, whatever. You can bend wood apparently, which is cool. This is a great channel for this. Basically like Hot Wheels tracks, just building stuff like Hot Wheels tracks, but a little more ingenious. I don't know the exact geometry. I just think it's probably possible. A lot of things are. Okay, let's move on to bees. So let's go back to businesses. Let's see, we could have bees and beekeeping in a commune. Just like this guy.
Inside his bedroom. After finding out that buying a hive would cost around $1,000, he figured he could do it himself for way less. Using CAD software, he designed all the parts, printed them at home, and asked a neighbor to help cut the back panel with a CNC router. The bees come and go through a small ventilation tube that connects to a window attachment, so they're never.
So basically we could have bees, honeybees, that are almost going extinct in Gamer City. And make mead, strawberry kiwi mead specifically, with something extra. I don't know what extra. There are a lot of fruits. Mix in one of the thousands of lesser known fruits, and that leads me to Hololive is. I didn't actually put that there. Use one of the thousands lesser known fruits. They're gonna have a whole. It's a whole thing. And I'm not gonna get into that. We'll see. We'll see what happens. Let's see. Okay, let's go back to the city. So what the updates are: no guns. There is street fighting. When the street fight is over once someone hits the ground. Period. And everyone breaks it up. No guns. We'll have, you know, Border Patrol keeping guns out of the country. Some drugs are fine as long as they're mild. I mean, as long as they're pharmaceutical and mild. Let's see. Um, some police would be effective if AI was trained to report incidents and everything was recorded. Um, the key word is help. So when someone says help, the AI reports the incident to the police and they go there immediately. So just cyberpunk cameras everywhere. Um, pretty cool. And yeah, pretty good. Let's see. Oh, all rooftops are gardens. We got farm bots. We're gonna mix automation and manpower for like rooftop gardens everywhere, just gardening everywhere. We're gonna have bats and parrots, and they're gonna eat all that, but we'll eat all of it too. I don't know. We'll see what happens. We can probably put up nets for different plants we want to save or have greenhouses on rooftops we don't want open to animals. Anyways, we can open them periodically for the bees and stuff. We'll see what happens. Open periodically for bees, bats to eat insects. Okay. All right. So, yeah. Then we have companies that are friends with us, like Crunchyroll. We shouldn't make our own anime. Let's just use theirs. We'll give pointers. We'll give pointers on anime. Um, because we'll be showrunners ourselves. Then we'll have, or they come from manga anyways. We'll just make the manga or something. Um, that's another thing for Holloway to do. Make better manga. Okay. We're running out of time, so we have the private internet. We're gonna have Valve make the private internet. Let's see. Where's the private internet? Okay, so there are two levels of the internet. One is the main internet where nothing can be added unless it's true and useful and only good information, or maybe some add-on info that wasn't posted originally. And then the lower part is for like VTuber closed internets. So like various streamers have their own internets or their own websites, or their own networks. And that's where some illicit stuff can happen. They will be monitored, no hard drugs, no underage stuff. Um, we'll be checking, and obviously, not everyone can just make their own internet or streaming or website, or else it'd be too cluttered and unmonitorable. So only streamers can do so. And then their chats just post in that, and that should be a good custom internet, and safe. Castle Guidebook will make everything possible. It will track items for post scarcity, just borrow stuff, like in that video I just. Okay, 1 minute for Africa in post scarcity. Okay, well, basically just read this. This is how post scarcity works. People request items to be made. Items are tracked with Castle Guidebook. Borrow from neighbors if you can. No overproduction unless overproduction is for selling, in which case you are paid for overproduction. Otherwise, you aren't paid. Everything is free in post scarcity. You are everyone gets a house or like a room of their own, and ideally has you know, amenities that are really good. We'll pay for that. We'll find a way. With our businesses that are really profitable, 30% of excess profits will go to African infrastructure, 70% will be for businesses and making sure global megacorp can support Venezuela. We will need the smart system of getting people producing possible to sell items. Um, let's see. Yeah, we need to be self-sufficient for the most part, but like buy stuff. Okay, buy. Post-scarcity Venezuela, free for us.